She was fond of the northwest coast of Devon, and in 1931 had used it as a setting for the opening scene of her very first novel, The Murder on the Burrows. Bats in the Belfry, with its very different locale, was published rapidly in January 1937 by Collins Crime Club, the prestigious imprint under which many of her books appeared. The Lorac name concealed the identity of Edith Caroline Rivet, 1894 to 1958, who was born in Hendon and educated at South Hampstead High School and the Central School of Arts and Crafts. She was generally known as Carol Rivet, and when she published her first novel, she reversed that name to disguise her identity. When inscribing another Lorac book, she described her authorial persona as Carol in the Looking Glass. Probably she, like other women writers of the day, Lucy Malleson, who wrote as J. Kilmeny Keith prior to adopting the pen name Anthony Gilbert, was a prominent example, thought it preferable to imply to readers that she was a male author. Most of the reviews assumed that Lorac was a man. Indeed, the critic and author H.R.F. Keating wrote in his enjoyable monograph Murder Must Appetize, 1975, of my slight sense of shock on discovering that this trenchantly logical, pipe-smoke-wreathed hero of my boyhood was Miss Edith Caroline Rivet, elegant practitioner of the arts of embroidery and calligraphy, with a stitched tunicle and an illuminated book of benefactors to be seen in Westminster Abbey. The young Keating associated Lorac with Freeman Wills Crofts, master of the methodical, well-constructed police story and creator of Inspector Joseph French, a Scotland Yard man whose amiable manner and quiet persistence were shared by Lorac's Inspector Macdonald. Macdonald, like French, is a character far removed from omniscient superstars of detection, such as Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, and Lord Peter Wimsey, and his cases benefit from at least a surface element of realism. Conversely, he was much less memorable than his most illustrious fictional predecessors. Even Lorac seems to have forgotten his first name. In his debut appearance, his first name is James, but mysteriously it soon became Robert. As Keating implies, Lorac was a member of that generation of crime writers who eschewed personal publicity, and little has been written about her life. Lorac was elected to membership of the prestigious Detection Club in the year that Bats in the Belfry appeared, and later served as the club's secretary. She never married, and she bequeathed her literary estate to her sister. Lorac was a prolific novelist, and perhaps to avoid flooding the market with books under the same name, in 1936 she began to publish under the name Carol Carnac. Most of the Carnac novels feature Chief Inspector Julian Rivers, a policeman in the same mould as Macdonald. By the time of Lorac's death in 1958, she had produced more than 70 books, but in the last 60 years, her reputation has, inevitably, faded. Nevertheless, her books have long commanded interest from collectors, and early first editions in dust jackets command high prices. Since 2013, there has even been an E.C.R. Lorac discussion forum on Facebook. I hope its members, as well as many readers unfamiliar with this accomplished author, enjoy the long-awaited reappearance of Bats in the Belfry. Martin Edwards. www.martinedwardsbooks.com. Chapter 1. As funerals go, it was quite a snappy effort. No dawdling, well up to time and all that, but my godfathers, what a farce to have to go to it at all. Didn't make a ha'porth of difference to the party concerned. Bruce Attleton mixed himself a whisky and soda, calculated to reduce funereal impressions to a minimum, and swallowed it rather more quickly than was customary in such a gathering. Neil Rockingham, holding in his own hand a glass containing a milder version of the same drink, raised an angular eyebrow as he replied.